welcome to the live stream. I am your hostess, Jenna Moresi. If you are not familiar, I am a #1 Amazon bestselling and award-winning author of romantasy books, as well as writing craft books and soon to be romantic comedies. You can check out the first 3 books in the Savior series. Hello, Poo Poo. Come say hi to everyone. This is Butters.
Hi, Butters.
Hi, thank you. Oh my goodness. This is everyone say hi. Okay, no, she's like, bye. She's just standing right here, like, I'm just gonna hang out and give Mama kisses. But yeah, the first 3 books in the Savior series are available right now. They're available in Kindle Unlimited. So definitely check them out. They're listed below. Also, if you need help writing your very own book, check out my writing craft books, How to Write Romantasy, as well as Shut Up and Write the Book. They are also listed below. And I'm in the process of releasing a course, How Writers Become Authors, a step-by-step guide to crafting your novel. I think I have, was it the 7th? No, I think the 8th episode is coming out, not this week, but next week. I've got an interview coming out this week, so stay tuned. So yeah, Iona, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm IONA WAYLAND. I'm a dark fantasy author, and you can check out my book Ashes on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and audiobook formats. It's called Ashes, and you can find me at Creepy Corn Folklore on all the social media sites, and I do crystal ball readings.
Yes,
and I think that's it.
And we are here after a bit of a hiatus. I took most of May off for streams just because things were so crazy and my mental health is not great because of all the craziness. And I just needed some time to like figure out how to take care of myself because it was just an absolute mess. I'm finally kind of back on. It's Ashes, not Sean Connery saying asses. Yes, very true. I'm finally feeling better, but June is going to be an even crazier month. Cliff has surgery in 2 days, and yeah, it's just appointment after appointment after appointment. I had 3 appointments today, so it's just crazy, but we'll make it through. Anyway, guys, if you are new here, we do writing sprints, which is where we set the timer. Butters is just over here in the corner giving me kisses. We set the timer for 20 minutes, and you write as many words as you can in those 20 minutes, and then we share our productivity. We will not be providing a prompt for you because the idea is to be productive on whatever it is that you need to work on. If you are not in the drafting phase, you can edit for 20 minutes, you could critique for 20 minutes, and if you don't have a writing project right now, you could do homework for 20 minutes. You can do chores for 20 minutes, whatever works for you. I will be working on my rom-com on chapter 14. Yes,
yay!
Thank you. Thank you. Butters is going to give kisses. Thank you. What about you, Iona? What will you be working on?
I'm going to finish my whole microfiction. I'm going to try a mental health thing today where I write it and look it over and post it without you looking at it. I'm going to save, if you, obviously anytime is whenever, I'm going to save you looking at a post in the future when it's longer.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. Because then I can face my fear of there's going to be a typo or something in there. And if that happens, it's going to be all right. Because it's not an excerpt from my book.
Right.
So it can have it.
Yes.
I'm going to try it.
All the good vibes to you and Cliff. Thank you very much. Your well-being is more important than us filthy animals. Thank you. Butter kisses. Butters is here for moral rom-com support. Yes, she is. She loves our physical therapist. His name is Curtis, and he is so sweet. And she comes by, and she just gives him her ball, and she's like, play with me. And so she's had lots of fun today because she got to hang out with her new friend, Curtis. And I've been really busy with the appointments and tidying the house because the house cleaners are coming tomorrow. So it's just been crazy. But Iona, I have news to share with you. And I was hoping that he'd be here for me to share the news, but he's not. But you know GK from Cyborg Central?
Yes.
We are both invited to his wedding.
What? In person or virtually?
In person. I received an invitation, and he said he would have sent one to you, but he doesn't know. He doesn't think you have a P.O. box.
I do have a P.O. box, but I'm glad that I don't mind giving him my address.
But he's just told me to tell you. So we are both invited to the wedding. And it's actually, maybe I shouldn't say this in the.
Oh, yeah. Message where it is. What?
I was surprised.
I am too, but also very happy about that.
This is not for if GK watches this. This is not. We were not sharing shade. I was sharing the location of the wedding, and I thought that you probably wouldn't want me to say it on the internet.
Yes.
So telling Iona
Yes, this is not shady. No, that is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Do you know when it is? Message it. All right. That's plenty of time to prepare.
Yes, but we'd
Plenty
have
of time.
We'd have to RSVP and stuff. I have to look into it. But I only just got it a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Can someone please tell me how these ride-alongs work? We actually just went over that, but if you're here late, hello, welcome.
You're late. I'm just kidding. We're feed into everyone's anxiety. Like everyone knows that live streams you can come in and out when you please, but like it's like that thing where you're like, what my anxiety tells me someone will do, and it's like, oh, we were late and didn't follow directions.
So basically, we set the timer for 20 minutes, and you write as many words as you can during those 20 minutes, or you edit as many words as you can, or you critique as many words as you can. And then once the 20 minutes are over, we share what we've accomplished. So yeah, that's what we do. But before then, we answer questions and stuff like that. So that's what we're at right now. If you guys have any questions, send them over. And I was just sharing exciting news with Iona. And yeah, I think those are all the updates. I also, if you guys wanted to have readings, I brought my oracle cards just in case, because I've gotten back into that. I haven't gotten back into tarot cards yet, but that'll probably be the next step. But right now I've just been using my oracle cards, and I've been getting shockingly specific answers.
Very
That's cool.
specific.
Oh, thanks so much. This is exactly what I needed. Yay! One of these days I'm not going to be at work during this kind of stream.
Yes.
Yeah. Time zones make it
at
tricky.
work. Sorry,
Yeah.
what did you say?
I said time zones make it tricky.
They do.
But yeah,
I do think I was made for California time though, because whenever I was there, I was like thriving. And then whenever I was visiting you, I'm like, I'm so tired. And it was like 9:30. I was like, oh, I'm meant to be here.
Yeah, I just took mine out of storage and I've been playing with them, and they keep, along with a lot of other signs I've been getting, they keep saying a lot of good things about this upcoming books, and that's been kind of helpful.
That is helpful.
What timing? I'm literally finished the third book of my trilogy right now, about 3 chapters left.
Wow.
Fantastic. Are you wearing Ace flag, or is that just
that would be cool if it was
coincidence? Please, I hope it's an Ace flag, because that'd be cool.
I also like how number 3 is like the third book of your 3 books and your 3 chapters left.
I am so built on Pacific time because it's midnight here, and that's when I'm most productive. That sounds very neurodivergent of you. Ace flag, yay! Ace pride,
yay! Also, happy Pride Month.
Yes. The lead character in my rom-com is Ace, and I actually just was dealing with a chapter that kind of dealt with that. So very exciting stuff.
That is so exciting.
But anyway, guys, if you have any questions, send them on in. If not, I always get nervous before starting the draft, like for the day. But I went over it yesterday, and the things that I have to change, I have to add a new character to this scene that I forgot should have been there. And then there's just like I want to change. They have like they have a misunderstanding, but it's not a miscommunication trope thing. It's just like he's like he takes something a certain way, and he asks her about it, and then she explains. But I want to change the way he handles it, because originally I have him like really defensive, and instead I want him to not be defensive. So I just that, because it doesn't seem like the character I've built him up to be. I don't think he would be defensive. I think he'd be more like bummed.
That's exactly him.
Right?
Like you made him or something.
Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Hey, do you know Blue Jay Publishers is a good publisher? They are a vanity press, according to the internet. If you're ever unsure, you can just Google and it will tell you.
And make sure you type in "is such and such a vanity press" so that it's like, because if you say are they a publisher, they'll say yep, and then it's like, okay, but are they a vanity press? And then they'll be like, yep.
And looking at the books they have published, like look at their covers. They're really bad. That's not a good sign, you know.
A Kathy classic.
Yes, exactly. They all look very bad. I'm trying to. That's the nicest way I could put it. and you've never heard of any of these books, so yeah. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I bought your book for my daughter 2 years ago and she loved it. She said she's never read anything from a male perspective and she enjoyed it. Oh, thank you so much.
I do like that. And I like that she got to read from a male perspective from a dreamy guy that Jenna came up with.
Who drinks his Respect Women juice. Not a question, but my bestie is still reading TSC and she said Layla is squeal worthy. Layla is her favorite, which is correct. Thank you.
Yes, Layla is my favorite too.
If you're ever unsure, if a publishing house contacts you and offers to publish you, there's a 95% chance that they're a vanity press.
Except in one particular,
the only
maybe someone who's in this space right now.
If you have a very large platform and you're like famous in some way, then it might not be a vanity press. But if you are not well known, it's going to be a vanity press.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. I'm halfway through my current first draft and realize I need to remove a character from the whole thing.
Oh, no. That's okay.
I have questions about processes. What process is your writing, outlining? What process has changed the most? I don't know.
I feel like you just like beefed up your editing skill. Like I really do think that if you were to take an editor exam, that it would turn out that you were able to become an editor. Like I think that got beefed up.
But I think I've always been kind of good at editing. But I've just sort of added skills to it.
Yes.
I think the process that has changed the most is probably drafting. In different ways, and because my drafting process changes with the project, and also life has affected my drafting process more than any other part of the writing process. So I've had to become a lot more flexible with drafting because life has lifed so much. What about you?
I think that for me, I've also had to change my process quite a bit. And it's because I don't have as much free time. Not that I had free time before, but I have more responsibilities now. And because of that, I have to be really regimented with my time. And that makes me really regimented with my, not the drafting part, but the plotting side, where I'm like, this has to pan out. So
I watched your videos a decade ago about how to write. Now I watch your videos about publishing. You're amazing and appreciate it. Thank you so much. Butters, where are you? Did you come? Oh, she's splooting.
I love when she splits.
If you go to their website and they show you their payment plans, it's a vanity press. A lot of these sites just make up books with AI too. Yeah, a lot of the times, though, a lot of vanity presses won't even share their payment plan up front because they want you to think they're legit. And then when you're like, okay, let's get started, they'll be like, okay, that'll be $4,000. So even if they don't show a payment
$1 billion,
even if they don't show a payment plan, they still might be a vanity press because they might be trying to hit you with it later. So yeah, it's very sneaky, very sneaky.
It's always crazy how they get you. This hasn't happened for a long time. I want to say the last time this happened was 12, I think, years ago. But I remember being like, how did you get my number? because they like called me on the fucking phone. I was like, where did you come from and how do you know me?
I'm so new. I've never heard of a vanity press. Sounds like a scam.
Tis a scam.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
In my opinion, I guess technically it's kind of like an MLM where it's like, it's not yet a Ponzi scheme, but it sure is shaped like one. And that's the same thing with vanity presses.
Here, I got a video on it. I'll leave it in the comments. Go watch it.
Perfect.
Do you have any tips for better dialogue? Mine can sometimes feel flat, not sure how to explain it. I have a series of videos about how to write dialogue, and it should help you out significantly. So go check it out. It's several videos all about how to write dialogue. But my best piece of advice would be understand your characters, like fully flesh them out. Then you'll have a good idea of how they'll talk, you know, because the way we talk is often shaped by what's it called? Like our life, you know, our upbringing, our personality. And if you know those things, it'll be easier to, you know, figure out how the person speaks. I got harassed by a vanity press as a teenager. I filled out an interest form online because I didn't know any better, and they wouldn't stop calling me until my dad threatened to sue. Yeah.
That's so funny.
And what's funny is I get I'll get a lot of vanity press interest, and they'll be like offering to publish my traditionally published book. And it's like, yeah, we'll take it to the next level. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go from
what level
to you. Yeah. Just joined despite it's 2 a.m., but the energy level for writing is through the roof. Just written a tense, juicy scene, not a spice kind. Very nice. Awesome. Anywho, oh, I'm looking at my chapter. It's not even like that I need to change a lot because, but it's just that, I don't know. I feel I guess I just been very overwhelmed through this writing process, and I keep having to like stop and like center myself and be like, it's fine, just have fun. It's fine, have fun. It's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like writing so like things have been crazy in my life, and it's made me like constantly teetering on the edge of burnout, and then having to take time to like get off that edge. Yes. And you know, shit keeps happening because of Cliff's health and everything. Yeah. And so it's made it so that writing it's you know, it's very difficult, and it's not like a consistent thing. And so when I have the time to write, I really have to take advantage of it. But then at the same time, it'll have been so long since I've written that I feel like out of my depth and overwhelmed. And I also feel all this pressure because my time to like write is so limited that I'm like, I have to get it done now. I have to get as much as I can done now. And I feel it's like, so basically like my writing time is not like carefree like it used to be. So there's like a lot of stress surrounding it. And I have to kind of like stop and be like, it's fine. Like if I stress about this, I'm going to burn out. And you know, it's just, yeah, it's like this cycle.
Yeah. I feel like it's similar to whenever I'm like trying to fall asleep and I'm like, I only have such and such more hours. I only have such and such more hours, and it just like stresses me out too much to even sleep. But I also feel the same way about writing. So I don't know why I'm using a sleep comparison.
Right. I don't know how to figure out self-publishing versus vanity publishing. They're two totally different things. Self-publishing.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah.
Watch the video.
Self-publishing is when you publish a book yourself. So you go to Amazon and you put the book on Amazon, or, you know, you go to a platform like Ingram Spark where they will print it and send it to distributors. And you don't pay to do that. Like I didn't have to pay to put my book on Amazon.
Yeah.
I didn't have to pay to put my book on Ingram Spark. A vanity press is a quote unquote publishing house that you pay like $4,000 to $12,000, and they'll publish the book for you. So they're apples and oranges. They're not remotely similar. Yeah. Scammers are unreal. I commented on one of your videos and a scammer. Yes, I wondered if you were the Felicity who emailed me. Yeah. But yes, oh, I'm so glad you guys shut up and write the book.
That's funny. I was like, why haven't they chosen me yet? And finally, I actually was commenting something about Lefty under one of Jenna's videos, and they finally did contact me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've finally been chosen.
I've been chosen. Shut Up and Write the Book got me to finish 2 books, though my current one is the only one I'm planning to send to a publisher. Cool. Awesome. Just a friendly reminder that we don't send books to publishers. We send them to agents. And
Yes.
agents send the books to editors from publishing houses.
Yes.
So if you send your book directly to a publisher, they will not accept it unless they're a vanity press. So just a friendly reminder, just in case we are not aware, because I want to be helpful. But yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, I know I don't even think this chapter will be that hard because I went through it yesterday and there's not a whole lot that I need to change, but I just feel so like stressed and pressure.
Yeah.
Not Iona wanting the attention of a scammer. It's like a milestone.
It is. I was like, am I not good enough for you? Do you not know that I consort with Jenna herself?
Indie presses often accept cold submissions, and a lot of publishing houses say they do, but don't actually read them. So that's just something to take into consideration. Also, not everyone wants to sign with an indie press because indie presses aren't usually, usually it's indie or small publishing presses that are the ones who are able to accept cold submissions exactly. And the thing about those, it's totally valid if you want to go that route. And some people want to go that route because they feel that they will receive more one-on-one attention. And that may be true. I don't know. But most small publishing houses cannot afford to give you an advance. And this is my job. I need the money. So I usually don't go that route unless, I would consider if they would give me an advance, of course. We need a step-by-step companion to Shut Up and Write the Book called Shut Up and Publish the Book. I actually was considering writing that. And the only reason I didn't is because the self-publishing process changes so frequently. Like I have a video on Skillshare about how to self-publish your book. And I know that at least 30% of the information in that course has changed. And so to write a book, telling you how to self-publish, it feels like it would never be evergreen. It would change constantly. And I don't want to have to
be like, this is edition 12 with the newest information.
Exactly. The issue is marketing. I have a lot of published books, but I can't figure out how to market. Well, I have a whole playlist devoted to that. So definitely check it out. Let me go get it for you. I also recommend books on marketing all the time. No one ever watches my marketing videos, and it drives me crazy because everyone's like, I don't know how to market. And I'm like, then watch. Anyway, let's see. Let's see if this link works. There we go. Yes. So here's my whole list on it.
Amazing.
Go watch it. I have an acquaintance who signed with an indie pub and regrets it so much. No advance, and they made a horrible cover, and she has no right to take it off Amazon.
Oh no.
Yeah. I only know one person personally who signed with an indie press, and I just know that she had a positive experience in the sense that she was just happy the book got out there.
Sure.
But she didn't get an audiobook. The book didn't sell very well. The book was very poorly edited. And I'm not saying all indie presses are like that. But the book was bad. And, whatever.
It sucks too because, like, in theory, I imagine it. I know this isn't true, but like indie presses as being like, oh, these will be the presses that aren't like mainstream or like they're like an indie label type of thing. And maybe they could be more adventurous and like do justice to like make it more equitable basically for people who don't usually get published or stories that don't usually get told, but then ends up not being what goes on.
Yeah, and also at the same time, it's like There are a lot, people forget that when we talk about the big 5 publishing houses like Penguin, and
Simon and Schuster.
Yeah, thank you. Like when we talk about the big 5, we have to understand that they have, smaller houses, like they have like, 10s and 20s of smaller houses within them. And some of the houses that they own are very, very small, and you could get like really good attention from them. And they are focused on specific niches and stuff like that. So going the mainstream route doesn't necessarily mean that, like you're going to be fucked. I don't know. It really depends. And honestly, it depends a lot on having an agent who respects your vision and stuff. Like, I'm writing, and I have a queer agent who's like super excited about the fact that I'm writing a book featuring an ace main character and stuff. And when, she's just like all about me telling those kinds of stories, so it's like, I think it's more important to have an agent who gets your vibe. And part of the reason that I wanted to sign with her was because I was like, oh, I think she's queer. And so I had, these ideas in mind and stuff. And so it just gave me like that vibe that she would kind of get where I was coming from. So
yeah.
Self-publishing is constantly changing. It's like you always have to be constantly learning. Yeah, exactly. It's, right now, the reason I haven't released an audiobook of The Savior's Army yet is because the audiobook space has changed, and I have been not with it. Like I don't know what the new changes are, and I just want to I just want to be like, can someone catch me up? Like, what's the new shit?
Like, listen, I've taught you for over a decade.
Someone teach me.
You teach me.
Right.
That's funny.
My best book I ever wrote behind the wall, the publisher stole it from me. Was it a vanity press or something? Because
how did they steal it from you?
Yeah, because if it's a vanity press, then I could see that happening. But your work is copyrighted, so that should be really easy to fix.
To fight it.
The publishing landscape is different in Australia. Most submissions are made directly to publishers, not very many literary agents here. That makes sense. I know it's different in every country, but if you wanted to get published in a US market, you would probably need an agent. To be fair, you should start building your author platform as soon as you even think of writing a book, which isn't technically marketing, but it really is marketing.
It is. Yeah. Because you're making your author self.
Yeah. It takes a really long time. Yes, it's never too early to start your author platform. It's so much easier to, it's easier. Jay saying everything. It's easier to market if you already have an audience. So yeah, it's not time to market your book, but it is time to market yourself. What about your chapter? Are you stuck on the plot, the dialogue, the pacing? Do your characters feel out of character? Oh no, I'm not stuck on this chapter. I know exactly. It's actually a very simple 2 fixes. You might have missed what I was saying earlier is that my writing process has changed. I've had to change it because my life has just been like a constant, like we're just basically in constant fight or flight mode. I mean, Cliff has been hospitalized 4 times this year. He's getting surgery on Wednesday. And so I'm not able to write as consistently as I would like. If Cliff wasn't disabled and I didn't have CPTSD, I could be like the other authors who are releasing 2 books a year. I could easily do that. Yeah. But I don't have that prerogative because shit is so intense. And when I try and force it, I end up burning out. And the last time I burnt out, it took me like 4 years to recover. And so I don't want to do that again. Because it's like a combination of like a CPTSD burnout and a health burnout and an autistic burnout. It's just a nightmare. So for me, I don't always have opportunities to write. And then when I do have an opportunity to write, I feel all this pressure that I have to take advantage and get as many words out as possible because I don't know when I'm going to get an opportunity again. So basically my writing sessions, they don't feel like how my writing sessions used to feel, which is like, oh yay, I get to write that. And if I only get a paragraph done, whatever, because I'll be writing again tomorrow. Now when I write, I feel like immense pressure, and I'm trying to navigate that and like get my brain out of that headspace of like, it's fine, Jenna, like, you know, because the pressure just like right now, like the pressure just prevents me, like, because you know, I feel so much pressure, I don't even want to start. So so that's where I'm at, is trying to learn to let go of the pressure and to have fun with the writing process again. So I'm not stuck on anything. I know exactly what I need to do, but I've just been feeling this looming pressure that it's been like a struggle, I guess. I hope I'm making sense.
You are. So it's like life getting in the way, not the actual craft being difficult. Other than you occasionally will feel rusty even though you're not rusty.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've been published in indie anthologies, but I have a lot less invested in those short stories than I would if I submitted a novella or a full. Yeah, exactly. Are agents these days looking for LGBTQ plus stories? When you look up your agent, like when you do research, you can look for agents that are looking for you. You gravitate toward agents who are looking for what you're creating.
They have wish lists too. Like they're like,
Yes.
I would love a story with, and then they have all the things that they'd like.
I'm going to be I'm obviously biased. My agent is with the Caldwell Agency, which is a Black and queer owned agency. So they are naturally going to gravitate towards stories about people of color or queer stories. So that would be a good starting point when you're researching agents, is to look into the Caldwell Agency. Like I said, that's where I'm signed. But when I was looking at agents, what I did is I looked for authors who are writing the same kind of genres and vibes as me, or were in my genre and had the kind of careers that I was looking toward. And I were like, who are their agents? And I made that list. And then I also looked for agencies that represented authors and YouTubers. So people who they understood how YouTube interacts with being a writer. And I made that list, and then I did my research, and that's how I was able to find agents that were a good fit for me. So asking if there are agents these days looking for queer stories, that's like saying, are there people who like macaroni and cheese? It's like, yeah, sure, some do, some don't. You got to find the people who like mac and cheese.
Yep.
I am using your book cover website your video talked about. Good covers? Is that what it's,
or get covers?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. How did I mess that up? Yes, they're great. And
they do
very,
make
very
good
cheap.
covers. So
yeah, they're great. And they're very, very affordable. It was a scam, Aspire Publishing Hub.
Oh, the one that stole the work. Maybe they tricked them into signing something.
It doesn't even look like it's a publisher. They facilitate publishing.
Then they probably didn't steal it.
Yeah.
You probably can still do whatever you want, but double check.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they are a publisher. They're just one of those hybrid companies that help you. You pay them to help you through the publishing process. OMG, yes, I'm so sick of it. They all want marginalized authors and characters. My books and I fit that category, but I want them to be good for themselves, not for an agenda.
I don't know many people who actually want marginalized authors and characters. That's the hard part, is that it's not very common. So it's not like they all want.
There's a huge problem with marginalized authors actually not getting recognition. So it's definitely not an agenda. I
Mhm.
think you might be getting false information or biased information. I know a lot of marginalized authors who were turned away because they wrote marginalized characters.
Mhm, and they didn't wanna take the risk. I also can understand maybe what you're saying is, like, and then the ones that the marginalized characters that are published, not necessarily authors, but the marginalized characters that are published,
They feel token or
yes, they're, like, tokenized, and simplified, and then they make it all about their queerness in a non-authentic way,
mhm,
so I could see that you seeing that if that's what you're saying.
yeah. What I need is someone to tell me what to post on social media when I don't have a book yet. Every time I think I have it figured out, I realize I actually don't. Follow other newbie writers on social media who are like just kind of getting started, and see their journey. A lot of them just post really pretty pictures. They fall like about with involving books like the best reads of the month and things like
Mhm,
that, or
mhm,
or writing progress updates. What matters most is aesthetic. So you need your posts to be pretty,
mhm,
and people need to want to look at them. If you go to my page, my posts are all made by my assistant, and
mhm,
she uses Canva, which is accessible to everyone.
mhm,
Um, you can participate in like the little trends online, and you
mhm.
can talk, like I just participated in the trend. Like, unfortunately, I for my
I love
readers,
that post.
I do enjoy, and you can start like hinting at like the kind of stuff you write and stuff
Mhm,
like that.
mhm,
It it really is as simple as looking at what other people in your situation are doing and doing the same thing. I started doing that, unfortunately for other unfortunately for my readers, I do enjoy because other writers were doing it.
mhm.
So if you need someone to tell you what to post on social media, they are
Copy,
telling you. Yeah,
copy.
everyone's telling you because everyone's already doing it. Yeah. I have an author website, but I haven't published yet. That's great. Good, good, good to have it already.
Mhm.
How can one build an author platform with no published work? Like, what would one put on their website or anything like that? Um, using
That's what
myself
we were
as
talking
yeah,
about.
that's what we were just talking about. So, but using myself as an example, I had a YouTube channel where I gave writing advice. Um, 6 months before I published anything.
Mhm.
So, and I had a website with samples of my writing. Talking about me, introducing myself, that sort of thing.
BRB.
Please, Iona might have to pop away. So please keep in mind, um, it's very strange to not write marginalized characters, whether you're marginalized or not. Um, I don't know anyone in my circle at all who is a straight, white, cishet, able bodied, um, thin person. Every single person in my circle has some kind of marginalized trait, whether that's they have a disability or a mental illness, they're queer or they're a person of color, they're neurodivergent. So if all of your characters are cishet, straight white, able-bodied, slim people, that's very strange, and it's not super believable. And I would go back to the drawing board and kind of be like, how come I don't have any variety here? Because even, in white circles or in het circles that I, pass through, there's someone who has diabetes, or there's someone who um, uses a wheelchair, or there's, someone who has generalized anxiety, or they're dyslexic. Um, so yeah, it's um, it's strange to not write about marginalized characters. It doesn't mean that it has to be the focus of the story. Um, but like myself, I'm a queer, mixed, disabled person. Not all of my characters are queer, mixed, and disabled, but both of the main characters in my romantasy series have mental illness. You know, it's yeah. Yeah. Are you leaving out marginalized characters because you want to avoid politics? Leaving marginalized characters out of the narrative is in itself a political statement. Exactly. If you're looking for an agent, start by picking up comp books and find the literary agents who agent in the, yes. Yes, a query tracker is usually where you have to submit your queries anyway. But yes, that's pretty much what I did. Can I get a link for that site? What site are you talking about? I would hope an indie publisher would care more and make sure the books are well done. I would hope so too. If the purpose of an agent is to negotiate your contract with publishing houses, if you plan to self-publish exclusively, then there is no need for an agent, and they'd be pretty pissed that you selected them, because they can't negotiate anything with Amazon KDP. If you want to be hybrid like me, where maybe you self-publish your books in the US, but you get translation deals or stuff like that, then you would need an agent. Anything where you are going to be entering the traditional publishing space. But yeah. Can I write Butters in a story I want to do as respect for you? I don't think you need to write Butters into a story to respect me. Just support my platform. We already got a Butters here, so don't feel like you have to. Is it worth posting on platforms like Wattpad for writers to build a platform? Only Wattpad is used for like fan fiction. So if you're a fan fiction writer, and it's a hobby site, people post on Wattpad to have fun with writing. I wouldn't I wouldn't recommend it to build your platform per se. Have writers post it on Wattpad and then become big writers afterwards, sure. But it is a small percentage. They are anomalies. If you want to get feedback and improve your craft, Wattpad might be a good source. But again, all I know is most people use it for fan fiction, which is a totally different style of writing than professional fiction. So I would say if you want to have fun, then I'd say go for it. I'm working on a story called Life's Moments that centers autistic characters. One character is not autistic, and I don't want the relationship to feel one-sided. The autistic main character needs daily support. I'm autistic. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Just because one character needs support in a certain way doesn't mean that character can't support the other in another way. Autistic people aren't helpless. We show love and affection and appreciation and stuff. Just have them be supportive and caring of that other person in their own way. Okay, that's fair. I guess I do write more marginalized characters than I thought. I just meant I tend to write straight characters because in the world, that's what I'm exposed to the most. I guess that's fine. But yeah, like that's just one little tiny bit of a huge spectrum of marginalized characters. Would you suggest moving from Wix to a different platform? And if so, which ones are user-friendly, or what do you use if you don't mind sharing? I use Wix, which is unfortunate because, they are based in Israel. It's one of those things now that I have so much, like I'm a career author. My website is my professional hub where it hosts my blog. It's where all of my contacts come through for like my publishing house and stuff. And so I don't have the prerogative to be able to move to another platform without it being a multi-month slog that would put me out of commission for a while. And I don't have that prerogative because I need to be in commission to pay my bills. if you are smaller and you can afford to switch over to a different platform, and you don't want to support a company in Israel, I totally get it. And you know, if you're smaller and you know you don't need that, you know, avenue available for a month or so, then I'd be like, go for it. You know, it's just not something I can do, because I got to be able to support my family, and my website is my main hub for my whole business. I've got hundreds of blog posts, and that's where all my contacts with my agent and everything go through. It would fuck me over, basically. I do know a lot of people like WordPress. I personally don't like Squarespace, but some people use Squarespace. I'm just saying I don't like Squarespace, but a lot of people do like WordPress. You can write Black characters without writing about their experience. You can write queer characters without including a coming out or a romance, etc. Exactly. In my rom-com, the main male character is bi, and the main female character is ace. And the book is not about him being bi or her being ace. They are just parts of their character and part of their relationship. And from my knowledge, at least as like an ace person, I'm so sick of reading a book where it's like it's about an ace character and the whole book revolves around their aceness. And it's just like, oh, I'm different because, you know, I just want to read it about a character and it's just another facet of their personality. You know what I mean? Like, it's just another part of them. And it's like, oh, you're ace, cool. Moving on. You know, so I wrote that because I don't need to read a whole book about, wow, I'm navigating this and everyone's treating me this way. I just want to read about ace people thriving and living their lives. So that's what I wrote. So yeah, you can include these things and it doesn't have to be a after school special, as I put it. Or if you really want it to be that way, then you can. But for me, I just want to read these people thriving and having a good time, but they're here and they're in the picture, you know? This crazy thing about marginalized people, they're actually just people. Thank you. Thank you for saying the quiet part out loud. It is really crazy. That's why sensitivity readers are important, indeed. Oh, the book cover website. Yes, they're super affordable. Here you go. They're crazy affordable. So when people were like, oh, it's too expensive to get a professional book cover, it's like this place, you could get it for $30. Baby, yes, more butter kisses. I've seen quite a few people not have their followers convert from Wattpad and they get upset about it. Here's the thing is if you're writing, like, for example, if you're writing like Twilight fan fiction, they're reading for the fan fiction. So when you're like, guys, I have my own new story coming out, they don't give a shit because they are just reading, they just are there for the Twilight content. So it's not going to convert. And yet it seems like more and more fanfics are getting published lately. I can think of about 5, but I might be out of the loop. Yeah. Let me know if I'm forgetting one. If you get your fans used to receiving work for free, it may be difficult to convince them to pay for your books later on. Something I learned from making web comments. Yes, that's also something I've experienced with YouTube because people keep asking me, like, why don't you create courses that cost like $170 to join? And it's like, because I'm on YouTube providing education for free. So why would someone pay $170 for this? Yes, like the stream. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. There are so many people who hoard free books and never read them. Exactly. Yes, I know I can hire someone to do the sorting of that. What I'm saying is it's a shit ton of information and I would still be out of commission for a while. And I've looked into this. I've looked into this. And for me, it just wasn't feasible for where I'm at in my career. Maybe in a year or 2, but right now, no.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
I recently found out about kicks. I'm still pretty small. Don't depend on that for income, so it's probably worth it to switch. That makes total sense. Yes. Who could say you're biased? I love that. Yes, having a person be ace isn't the whole personality, just part of the person. Yeah, it only comes up twice. Once when she tells him, "Dude, I'm ace," and another time, once
she's kind of talking to Daphne about it.
Oh no, I'm changing that.
Okay.
But that's not really it coming up. I mean, like, because that's just her.
Like just talking. Yes.
Yeah. But coming up with him, because now they're going to be physically intimate, and he's kind of like, I don't really get the rules, and she's just kind of like, it's the same, like, and then the pizza analogy, except I'm changing it from pizza to chocolate chip cookies.
Perfect.
Because we don't want people thinking Pizzagate.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. I don't mention their race. It is not relevant in the short story. It influences how they view the world, though. Race is almost always, I mean, I don't know. Let me think of how to, well, it's a short, I don't know. I just always feel like people should know what the characters look like. So you don't need to say, like, they're Cuban or something, but, like, I get pissed and I read a book and I don't know what they look like. And skin is the largest organ on the body, and that's the easiest way to tell someone what they look like. So I feel it is relevant. Yeah, okay, their skin tone is absolutely relevant. People default to white if you don't mention it otherwise. Yes. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Like I need to at least know their skin color. Like for example, my rom-com, the two main characters are Latine, but I don't say that until later. But I at least let people know that their skin color from the start.
Also, you were able to give other clues, like their
names.
Yeah.
Maldonado, Castillo.
Yeah.
It's harder in like a fantasy or a sci-fi setting because you can't say they're Japanese because it doesn't exist in our world.
Yeah.
But you can at least see the skin color. Some books with ace main characters give me mixed feelings, like this one sci-fi duology where the MC hid her orientation because the only way to go to space was promising to breed for the colony. Yeah. Oh, okay. Ooh, now I want to know the T. IONA.
I love that.
So, no romance. Ace is not no romance. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kate.
Jay's on top of shit.
Jay, you are
really like coming in clutch here.
Jay, we're gonna add you. Yeah, there's more to being I mean, I'm a married woman. we're both married women, and we're both
married women, and I have a child.
Yeah.
I'm very romantic.
I'm a romance writer. I love romance.
You do. Oh my gosh, what Grover said, I can hear it playing in my head. Big stepper.
Oh. Once I was critiquing someone, I mentioned I didn't know what they looked like, and he was like, "That's what I'm going for." I say he because it has to be a man. It has to be a man. A spectrum peeps representing. Well, that's an interesting choice. Yeah. Where are you? Everyone says that they. Oh, there you are. Do you have a decree? She's like, I got things to say. I got the backyard door open so that she can go outside, but she's inside.
That. She can frolic.
The other day, the coyote came back. I need to name it. I was thinking Wiley, like Wiley Coyote, because I'm so creative. Hey, Jen, a big fan of your channel. Really appreciate all the years of content you've given us. Thank you so much. I've seen some people insist that you should avoid describing the appearance of the main character so that the reader can imagine the character looks like them. I can't give. That's okay. Men say this, first of all. And that's because men, sorry, this is mean. Not all men, obviously, but it's a male thing to want to center yourself in whatever you're consuming.
It's like we are watching a movie in our brains right now.
Yeah, I have never in my life imagined myself as the main character. I've never thought to do that. So it's just men being like, I want to pretend it's me. And it's so stupid. Yeah, that might work with children or YA. Yeah, like it's not good advice, and it doesn't fit industry standards. So it's just unsuccessful men saying that. I'm just saying. Eligible bad writing advice. Like, I don't want to be these characters. I read to escape life. I don't want to be these people. I don't want to fight.
I want to watch this brain movie.
Yes, exactly. I want to watch these people do the thing. I don't want to do it.
It's kind of like whenever there have been other times too where I'm like, why don't they just kill that person? Or like, I just want them to bang. And then it's like, okay, but in real life, like I would not, but I want to watch this brain movie about this.
Hope Butters has a spiky vest because coyotes might try to eat Butters. I don't know if you can see, but coyotes are not getting over that wall.
Multiple walls.
And it's just one coyote, but it's not getting over that wall. There are 3.
I do love the visual though of Butters with the spiked vest.
And the spiky vest, yeah.
So good.
Yeah, and she's never outside by herself. I'm either here or nearby, but either way, coyotes cannot get over that. That's what it's there for. Personally, if you don't describe the MCU, I'll picture a black void walking around. Same, I just see an amorphous blob.
Oh, I always see like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Like type, not him specifically, but like, you know?
Yeah. That's legitimately good advice for YA. Like, kids want to superimpose onto a character. So do people who peak in high school. The diagram is a circle. Amazing.
I'm going to be annoying because one of my specializations is child development. But a lot of kids like seeing different things, and it makes them have extra empathy. Like the more they read, the more empathy they have, especially if it's different experiences than them. So not all of them like to do that, but they are more egocentric as a child because they need to be. But I love what you said about the peaking in high school.
I always liked the characters to be like what I could be. Like when I was younger, when I was a little kid.
When I was little, I wanted them to be like, would I be friends with this person?
For me, it was
and now I like unlikable characters. So
for me, it was like this, like not me in the future, but I wanted them to be someone that I could aspire to.
Sure. Yes.
Like you know, like Xena, warrior princess. Like I wanted characters like that where I knew that she's not me, but I could learn from her and become a warrior princess. That sort of vibe. I like characters like that where it's like, and then I'd get pissed if it was like, oh, I don't want to be like her at all. She sucks. You know, like I wanted them to be role models, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Butters? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Hello. Punk Butters, yes. She's a badass. Punk Butters with spiky vest, spiky collar, a million piercings, smoking a blunt and growling. She doesn't need that much bedazzling. She's fabulous. Butters, oh, she left. Where'd you go? Maybe we should go outside with her. Hold on. Oh, there you are, Poo Poo. Yeah, people are talking about coyotes. The coyotes here are really small, guys. The coyote we saw, it wasn't much bigger than Butters. So, hey, I'm talking about you. They're little babies. I love how everyone's concerned about Butters, though. But
I know, I love it.
I'm not a neglectful mother, guys. I don't even let her go outside if it's dark. Because I
think it's funny because Jenna's like, I mean this in a loving way. Jenna's a helicopter parent.
Yes, I am. I knew you were
Like,
going to say that anyway. 'Cause I call myself that. I know. See,
yes,
you know.
and I love that for everyone. But there's just not like it's not the way.
What's not the way?
Like she would not let her meander
Yes.
out into the woods to be eaten.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get confused because there's a forest right next to my backyard,
Mhm,
and it's kind of hard to see because the fence kind of blends in with the forest. But
mhm.
there's a giant fence that separates my yard from the forest, and the animals do not cross it. They never go over. We get lots of animals. They never go from the fence into the yard. They're just like that around here.
Also, your
Be-
coyotes are fox-sized,
yes, they're very
which is
small.
interesting. And they're
Yes.
also well fed because they're not like hurting for food
Yeah.
eating
And we get lots of deer, and the animals here are very used to humans, but they sort of stay in their
their
lane.
lanes. Yeah.
But I'm mostly concerned about mountain lions, and so that's why I don't let her go out at night. But
Mhm.
anywho, guys, we should probably do a sprint.
Sprint.
Okay, I can do it. It's fine. It's fine.
You can do it.
Yeah, the coyote here, the reason I thought it was a fox is because it was so small. And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
it's a fox. And then I saw it and I'm like, this looks like a coyote, but he's a little guy. He's a little guy. He's like a beagle size. Maybe.
Your foxes are little too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to do a sprint, guys. A friendly reminder that we will set the, you can do it all night long. We will set the timer for 20 minutes. And during that 20 minutes, you will work on whatever it is that you need to work on. I am going to be, this is the morning after Jamie and Elena slept together for the first time, but we mean that literally. They just slept together, and that it becomes a miscommunication later. She tells her friend, I slept with him, and her friend freaks out. She goes, just sleeping. And her friend's like, Jesus, don't do that to me. So anyway, so I'm going to be working on that. What about you?
I'm going to be working on my microfiction and trying to like push myself to just just post it. Just post it.
Yes, yes.
It's gonna be like I got an ERP book, um, and I'm trying it.
Nice.
Because I'm like, I know how to do this myself.
Amazing.
We have ERP at home.
Well,
Mm.
yes, when you do these sprints with me, I give many spoilers because I can't help it. Butters has brought me a ball, and I'm just like, Butters. I am. She always knows when I just started working. Look at her. Okay, Mom, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to play. No, we're working. No, I want to play. I'll give you kisses. All right, baby. Baby. I meant that's Butters' baby, not you. Sorry. Awkward. All right, guys. 20 minutes on the clock. We will be muted. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, folks, how did everyone do? I will go first. I only got through 2 pages, in part because I got really, really stuck on one paragraph. I'm still really happy with it, but it's fine for now. Also because Butters insisted on playing, so we played a little while I was editing. I have left off at okay. His hitched breathing and hard on are trophies I'm quickly accumulating, and I bask in his very evident desire. It's intoxicating to be wanted. I could listen to his husky groans and originally I had included some kind of explanation like, hey, just because she's not horny doesn't mean she can't be proud of herself when she makes someone else horny. But then I decided I don't need that. Don't sugar feed or spoon feed everyone. My OCD therapist said, just if people don't get it, they don't get it. So I'm going to delete that part, but that's where I'm at. What about you?
I finished the microfiction.
Nice.
I am fighting for you. I'm like, it's just a page. It's just a page. It doesn't take her long to read it. And that's not the point.
Right.
It's not the point. The point is that if I put it online and there's a problem, like a typo or I post it wrong or whatever, and people think I'm stupid, then they're just gonna think I'm stupid. No matter what I do, they're just gonna
Well,
think
are
I'm
these the
dumb.
Reddit posts?
Yes.
Then it doesn't even matter because it's a
Jenna, it's not logical. It's not logical.
I'm doing
logical.
the thing I'm not supposed to do, which is trying to reassure you. Like, it doesn't matter if there's a typo. It's Reddit.
No. Actually, okay. So I'm finding that the reason that this has been so tricky for me, for many reasons, but I am a words of affirmations person. I do need reassurance, and it's part of like what makes me feel like loved and stuff.
Right. Oh no, I am too.
So,
but there are situations where I know that the reassurance has stepped from feeling loved to
yes. For me, also, that has happened before where it's turned from reassurance into like a loop. Yeah. This time it's not that. This time, if you were like, no, it's fine, I can check it really fast. That is bad.
Right.
No.
But yeah, like for me, like one thing Cliff and I, and this is both childhood traumas, we both regularly ask each other, are you mad at me? And he's like, I always say, well, did you do something to help remind him? And he'll be like, of course not.
That's like, so much nicer.
Yeah.
Because for my husband, I've been like, I'm not warranting this with a response or I will become angry.
Oh no, we totally are, but we know that just comes from a place of childhood trauma and it's not the OCD. Yeah. But stuff like, I'll be like, oh, my skin texture, I have so much skin texture. Should I be like chemical peeling it off? And then that's when Cliff is like, Jenna, I think this is your OCD. He's like, you have less wrinkles than everyone else we know.
Than any human alive on this earth.
And you're fine, okay? And I'll point to stuff and he's like, Jenna, that's skin. Like, people have skin on their faces. That's how they look, you know?
You're just peeling off your skin. Yeah. No, that's the tough part. I'm still early on in like trying to figure it out. Obviously, and there's nothing wrong. Like, my therapist is lovely. But she wants to do, and I'm totally game for this, but she wants to do EMDR on it, which is fine. But everything I look up says that EMDR is like a second response. Like it's helpful almost for like, because it's a trauma therapy. So that's a good for like, if I'm traumatized because of a cycle I've done. So like, you know how like people will get panic attacks and then they'll be traumatized from having a panic attack in public or something. Yeah. Like it's good for the memory part of it, which is fine. But doing it right now, I need to be able to write books. Like I need to be able to function as a mom, and I need to be able to like write things without having a panic.
Right now, my OCD has been most specific to my appearance and to writing, where feel all this pressure that it's got to be perfect and everything, and then I have to be like, it's okay, it's not, like it's fine, and it's gotten better in some regards. Like I'm no longer worried about the ACE thing anymore and the autism, but I just get worried about like the writing itself, and like I just reread the whole book the other day just to like remind myself, see, it's good, but I shouldn't need to do that, so it's just,
No, I get, those are the times where I do think, well, I don't know because I'm not a therapist, but like, I do think that you looking at being like, that's really good. That's like you like microdosing on positive feelings about your work, which is really a good sign. But I don't want to assume that either, because I also could see that turning into like.
Well, my problem is it's sort of like when I got in that proofread loop where I proofread the same book 6 times in a row, and I didn't need to do that. I don't want to read it, go in a read loop. And so like, it was good that I thought it was good, but I shouldn't have needed to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I totally get that.
So it's like, I'm just trying to like, I need to move forward. I don't need to go backward. Although I did edit chapters that were newly written. And so that was cool because I got to like edit them. And then it was really promising that I read that chapter that took me a month to write. And I was like, this is really good. So that made me happy.
I love that. Mine is showing up with, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to the questions, but.
Yeah, mine's just showing up with being a mom with animals and human creature, of like, I think everyone's going to die because I like, I don't know, existed wrong.
Yeah, I always think people like Cliff has been nauseated lately, and it's probably because of too much iodine. And everything online said you should send him to the hospital for a observation. But if he goes to the hospital, he won't get his surgery, and he'll also lose his physical therapy. And also, going to the hospital they said there's nothing that will do. They'll just let him stay sick. And so it's like, and I even asked him, he's like, I don't want to go to, you observe me, just shit like that. And and he only had like the minor symptoms and stuff like that. But I was just like, oh my gosh, I killed him, even though it wasn't.
I was like, I poisoned everyone,
even though it wasn't anything I did. And he was like, Jenna, you didn't do anything. So I always think I'm gonna kill people, but that's because Cliff almost died in front of me a few times. So like, I'm very like, people will be like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? I'm like, well, my husband he almost died in front of me.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing, is like that's when EMDR is helpful for OCD, because it's like, no, but that thing did happen, and you're like, okay, but it's not happening now, like, and so that's when EMDR is helpful, because a traumatized person with OCD looks different than a regular schmegular person with OCD. And then the way it shows up for writing is that I'm afraid that I have just one good book, and that I will basically like slowly become cringy and look like this person or like this person online, and like start pumping out these books, and like it'll look really bad.
Well, one of them was successful for a moment, so that's not so bad. The other one, not so much.
That's fair. But it's like, I just don't like I just don't want to be, and this is not, I have no control over this, I don't want to be perceived as stupid, and that's totally related to trauma stuff, because whenever I was like, if I was intelligent, able to like be functional, then I wasn't in harm's way as much as if I did have higher needs. So anyway, it's all related to things. I hate it so much. And I don't understand how I was able to write Ashes, other than like, I just must have been sitting and stewing in these feelings the entire time.
I sometimes feel like it's easier with the first book because you don't have as much knowledge about the industry, and then that knowledge can actually makes writing easy. It makes writing something good easier, but it makes writing itself harder, because about all these judgments you didn't know before.
Because it's like, before, it used to be like a little more magical. I also was like more like, had this particular symptom more, and now that that's kind of not around as much anymore, it's also just, I just feel like I have a different brain. So but it'll happen eventually.
How long does everyone like to leave between the first draft and editing? I leave 4 weeks. I don't leave any time between the two. I don't see a point. What about you?
Because editing is my like weakness, I leave it for a month at least, but that is not advisement. And I'm gonna start editing as I go, so I'm not as overwhelmed, because the between writing something and then editing it is my biggest pain point, which is why me writing the microfiction and then me reading it over and being like, I'm giving it 2 thumbs up to post is like
Yeah.
how I'm microdosing on microfiction.
Nice. 234 words, 762 words. Amazing. It gave a jump scare. Love to do it. I got distracted and cleaned instead. Amazing. 200-ish words. Ooh la la. Cooked dinner, 262. 1 to 3 months. Holy moly. I got through 15 minutes of a documentary and wrote a page and a half of notes. Fantastic. 281. 300 words plus snacks. We love. I thought that said farts and all, and I was like, okay.
Also,
sure.
that I
Yeah.
can be stinky.
Do you find longer breaks make easier editing? No, guys. The whole break between the first draft and editing thing, I've only heard about. That's like a newer, like I don't know any like career writers who do that. I'm just saying, like
I know of one career writer that does that, but
I want to know.
I'm
sure there are some. I'm just saying that I think that's a myth. They're like, oh, you need distance from the project. But if you think about it, you already have if you start editing, you're starting on the first chapter. You already have distance from the first chapter. You wrote the first chapter maybe 6 months ago. So you don't need a break, because when you start editing, you're going back to the beginning and you've already had a break from the beginning.
Yeah,
I don't know if she counts as a career author either. Only because I don't know what she's doing anymore. I don't know if she's still in it.
She might have been. Maybe she's like finished now. But she
I know how much her advance was, and it wasn't a bad advance, like by any means.
Sure.
But it was not a support yourself advance. So
okay,
But anyway, but it wasn't bad. Like if it was my first book and I got that advance, I'd be happy. But
yeah. I think any advance is like wonderful, but I get like what I'm saying is like career wise, like if this is like someone giving a habit type of thing, I could see, like, I don't know if that's like the best, and that person gave that advice a really long time ago.
Yes. Jenna, you're both awesome and no one is mad at you. Thank you. Jenna, that's just good. Yeah, like I'll point to like I have a mole on my forehead, and I'm sure you guys see it in videos, and it annoys me so much because it's a flesh-colored mole. At least if it's brown, you guys know it's a mole, but it's a flesh-colored mole, so I'm always afraid everyone's going to think I have a zit, and I'm just kind of like, even if they think I have a zit, who fucking cares? But also, if I have a zit in the same spot for 10 years, I think you guys would know it's a mole. Anyway, it's just shit like that. I will just get like hyper picky about my face, even though when I go to the dermatologist and I go to doctors, they're like, wow, you look like you're 33, but I'm there like, oh, my skin, so.
By the way, speaking of age, this happened again where someone was trying to bully me. Now I know what to look for, but because I didn't realize it the first time it happened. This is like the 3rd or 4th time that's happened where someone's like, oh, I thought you were so much older than what you said. And I'm like, okay, I think I look my age. I think I look exactly my age, which is 32. Like, I think I look 32. I think that's fine. Like, but I don't know why people. Also, it's the stupidest insult ever, because I'm going to be like the next age eventually.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm still alive. That's what I don't
like. I'm
get
sorry I exist in front of your fucking face.
That's
like,
what I don't get about people who make fun of other people for being old. It's like, well, the alternative was be old or die. So
yeah,
what do you want from me? To not be alive? Am I supposed to be dead? Because those are my only 2 options.
They are. I think I look normal.
Okay, sorry, I had to share tea. What's EMDR? It is a type of therapy for people with PTSD and CPTSD.
Yes, it stands for eye movement and desensitization and reprocessing. And they don't really do the eye movement so much anymore unless you prefer it. But it helps your brain rewire related to a memory and helps it store correctly instead of feeling like a trauma just happened like yesterday. It actually helps your brain time and date stamp it so your body doesn't have a physical reaction to a memory.
That reminds me, I found an older video of Jenna, and I don't know when it was filmed, but it was a hair transition. I don't think I've ever done I don't know what a hair transition is, but I don't think I've ever done that. During my first drafts, if I write something that isn't great, that's my editor's problem. Bye. Not technically, because you do have to do many rounds of edits yourself. If it doesn't read that way, the editor's
it's editor me's problem.
Oh, editor me's problem. I thought it was your editor's. Okay, never mind. I take it all back. I'm sorry.
It's like, you know what? We are aggressively agreeing with you.
Yes. How do I go through and reread my work without editing everything? I mean, I only reread my work to edit, so I don't see what the problem is. I'm only reading it to edit. No one reads their book for fun.
No. And if someone says that, they're lying.
Or they're like really inexperienced.
Very green. Yep. Or it's been a really long time since you've read your book. No, maybe not like for fun.
No.
But like,
no.
I love how many people have done EMDR because I am an EMDR therapist, but also I regularly get EMDR and it hurts so good and I'm so healthy now. But my God.
Sorry, I was spilling more tea. I have all the tea.
Oh, I see.
I came at the weirdest saddest moment. My husband nearly died in front of me multiple times. Oh my goodness. Sorry, that is such a funny time to show up.
Be like, hi.
My husband has a spinal cord injury, so like that almost kills you. So I promise it's not just like a murderer came in and tried to stab him. He has a spinal cord injury. That's something you almost die from. So it's just a reality of our lives is that I've seen him stop breathing and turn blue, and we have had to call 911 so many times that the EMTs know us.
They do, and they gave you a blanket once.
Yes, they gave us a blanket once. It's now for Butters, and they're really nice. They come over and they're like, "How's the book going?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just released it." They are asking about how to write romantasy. Like,
oh my God,
cool, you know. But anyway, but they're all super nice and super cool and everything. So. Exactly with the tea. It's like, I don't know you, and I'm sorry, but if someone I don't know is just like, oh my gosh, let me talk shit about all these people, I'm just like, I don't know you. We're not friends.
I have a coworker that does that, and I'm like, I know as soon as you see my back, we are just gonna
you're gonna do this about me to someone else, you know? Exactly. It's one thing to talk like, oh my gosh, like Trump is such a loser, or like I hate that new song by Cat's Eye. It's another thing to be like, these people that we work with, and it's like, I've just met you. This is our first conversation.
I just met you, and this is crazy.
But you're a bitch, so call me never. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love the streams. Keep it up. Thank you. I had my first day at my new job, and I'm hoping to keep my writing momentum going.
Oh my gosh, HB Lee. Congrats.
Congratulations. Sorry, it's not the coca. My nose is running. I waited a year to go back and edit. Didn't mean to. And now I've gotten to the point where I might as well just rewrite the whole thing. I've been in a similar situation, but it wasn't like I wasn't feeling the story, and I was having a lot of I didn't know I had PTSD yet, but I was having a lot of PTSD reactions to it. So I started writing a different project, and I was like, I'll go back to the other one. And when I went back to the other one, it wasn't so much that I realized I needed to rewrite it all, but one, I saw the growth, and two, I had the epiphany moment of, this is not what I need to be writing.
Sure.
I have aged out of it.
That totally makes sense.
She has a zit. Unsubscribe. I have a zit in my new video from last week, and then not this week, but two coming up. But yeah, it's fine, and it's near my mouth. But it is what it is. I feel your pain. I have a red blotchy birthmark that shrunk as I grew and is only in the crease of my nose, so it now looks like acne. Don't you just hate that shit? I have it's called a stork spite, which is a red birthmark on the back of your
My
neck.
Bebo has that too.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a stork bite. And my father-in-law was like, what? I was like, is this a disease? I was like, back up, buddy.
It's just a birthmark. Yeah, my sister has one and my dad has one. They're hereditary. So but all the time people will be like, oh my gosh, I think your ponytail's too tight because your neck is red. And I'm like, it's a birthmark.
The stork bit me.
As someone who was 32 at some point in my life, you do indeed look perfectly normal. Indeed, I agree.
This is what I'm talking about.
I'm 16. Apparently, stress has made people think I, at the very least, have a 9 to 5. Gen Z, they're not aging as well, and I don't know what it is. Is it the vape?
It's the vaping, and also there's a lot of like 60s and 70s hairstyles and facial hair and stuff that are coming out I think are like messing with it. And so many people are on testosterone and not the trans kind, like the steroid and stuff kind for like gains and shit for like looks maxing. It's very bad for you.
See, I could understand this. I thought you were older, but not because of looks. You just seem mature and intelligent. I could understand that.
That's fine. Thank you. That's fine. And that's fine. And I was like, is it the gray streak that I'm growing? Like, what is happening? But yes, if that's fine, it's like, oh, you are experienced and you like are a wise soul or something. Fine. But they're like, oh, I thought you were older because you look older is like a wild thing to say to somebody.
So EMDR is not a visual thing to my knowledge. So I don't think an astigmatism would
can be, and it used to be.
But no. I know it mostly as tapping. It's
tapping or buzzies. So you can tap yourself. The therapist can tap you. I did not want the therapist touching me. So I put my hands on my knees like this and she tapped like back and forth, but you can also hold the buzzies. And I used buzzies as a therapist where they hold one in each hand is like a little like circle and they go zzz, 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 zzz. And I felt so bad because I would tell all my clients about like the buzzies and we're like, okay, let's lead up to EMDR, tell them all about it. And there were so many times where I'd hand it to them and they'd go like this. And I'm like, okay, what's happening? They're like, all right, how much is going to hurt? I'm like, it's not. It feels like you're holding your phone when it buzzes, like it's a buzzy. And they're like, oh, I thought it was going to shock me. I'm like, who do you think I am? Why do you think I'm going to electrocute? It does.
And then I'm going to cut off your nipples.
I'm like, Jesus. Your eyes. I'm like, this is not ECT. Like, I don't understand what's going on. And so I was like, you know what? On the one hand, that is lovely. And I feel honored that you trust me that much with your brain. On the other hand, do not go to someone for this. Right. Do not let someone electrocute you. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's funny because people do talk about how bad ECT is, but the only because one of the doctors that we work with Cliff, also she started in psychiatry and has since moved into this area, and she said that usually when they use ECT, it's for people who are in an extreme situation, and it's like one of the last resorts, and it worked. Like she said, there was
helps a lot
catatonic. And they had to use ECT, and they are now starting to move again and communicate again. And
I saw it used for someone with and now that I work in the hospital, I'm seeing different presentations of things and stuff. The worst depression I've seen in my life.
Yes, her depression is what made her catatonic.
I didn't even know because it's like depression, but with psychotic features is what it'll be. But that's the psychotic features, it's not like they have, they can have psychosis, but like it's the catatonia. Yeah. So sick. And then they got ECT and it was like great, but obviously I'm not telling everyone to get ECT. I'm just saying like it's not like
it's not like people throw that out willy-nilly,
and that's why I was like, I cannot believe you're gonna let me do that. Also, there's a new one, I think it's called like, is it trigeminal nerve type of thing? There's a different shocking one now, and that one's also really, really good. And another thing people don't realize is that it'll work for a little while, but sometimes you have to get yourself zippy zapped again in like a few years because your brain's really amazing and it's like has neuroplasticity and stuff. And like sometimes you need a couple like rounds of it every few years. So yeah.
EMDR is one of those things that'll make you think you're getting worse when you're actually getting better. Yeah, it gives you really, really bad nightmares. Cliff had to stop EMDR because it was too much. His nightmares were already bad, and it's getting really, really bad. But
I have to do micro sets personally. Not that I'm trying to like overshare, but like I can get pretty dissociative. And so I have to do a very tailored version of EMDR, or I would just be like zonked. I would be like, oh, I'm floating, you know?
Yeah. With Cliff, they recommended it for me, and I just had to say, like, Cliff needs to be in a better place because I cannot afford to
that is a thing
Cliff
too.
Was. I cannot afford to be, because Cliff was totally fucked up when he was getting his EMDR. I'm like, I cannot afford to be fucked up and still take care of him and still, be the breadwinner and stuff. So it's for the future. I literally saw a writing advice video this afternoon where the person said they get to read book 1 multiple times for enjoyment before starting to plan. I'm guessing that person is not like a legit writer. Sorry. Sorry, that's mean. I'm 50, but I don't look a day over 75. And my sister's ex was a complete silver fox by the time he was 26. I only started getting like I had like 1 or 2 white hairs for like 5 years, and it was only when I turned, I think I'm 38, right? How old am I? It's only when I turned, I turned 40 next year, so I'm 39. Sorry. It was only when I turned 38 that I started, like, now I have like white hair sprinkled here, and I'm like, damn it. So they came late for me. Most people I know get their white hairs in their late 20s.
And most people who are autistic get it early.
So it came late for me, but now it's here, and it's all spread out right here, and I'm just like, bastards.
Mine's all in the front. Just all right here. But it's funny because apparently this is like in right now. And so a lot of the alpha kids and a lot of the Gen Z like hairdresser folks are like, don't touch it. It's going to be a streak. Do not touch it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to roll with that.
That hits hard. I had electroshock therapy, and guess who has PTSD from it? Did they not put you to sleep for it?
They're supposed to.
They're supposed to put you to sleep.
There is one where you stay awake for it, but it should not be.
It sounds like it wasn't done reputably.
I'm so sorry you went through that, then.
Yes, that's awful. It's from us being so awesome and smart. Exactly.
Yes. The smarter you are, and the lower your B12, the more gray hairs you have.
We're just smart, whatever. My sister has been, like most people I know, they've been getting gray hair since their late 20s. So I just feel like it just came late for me. My hair is so long right now. I desperately need a haircut. I feel like I look like one of those older, like hippie ladies. That's like,
I love that.
Come to my house. I've got the good stuff. I'm gonna listen to Stevie Nicks. Like,
that's exactly what I was thinking of. I
don't like that vibe, but
I love
it. I need to cut my hair. Sparser. That's normal. Like I said, most people I know, they're getting them in their 20s. We can drink at Jenna's house. Exactly. Like, come on, guys. I got the good stuff. I've got the ganja. I've got the tequila. I'll tell you stories about my time. Being a roadie for.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a Nam, and I was like, that took a left turn.
A ma'am?
No, in Nam, like Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnam. No,
sorry. When I was little and I worked at the nursing home, that is absolutely what everyone wanted to talk about.
I wasn't saying that I was in nursing home. I was saying
no. I'm just saying no. I just whenever you said I got this, I was like, oh, I thought you were talking about back in Nam, or like when we protested the war or something.
I don't even smoke weed. I don't even get high, guys.
No, everyone thinks I get high though. Yeah. But I'm boring.
I'm boring too.
Go, let's go. Go outside, have fun.
Yeah, I'm a prude. I don't do fun things. I don't do fun things, and that's okay. But everyone thinks that I'm like a wild child because I cuss. People be like, oh my gosh, you're like such a slut girl, but I love it. And it's like, I'm ace. Okay. I swear, so that means that I'm this wild
Wild and
alcoholic.
crazy.
Guys, I'm so wild. All right, we should do another sprint. Also, because I
Okay.
need to take some meds. We are going to drink and watch Clash of the Titans, followed by Flash Gordon. No, we have to watch Flash Gordon first because I need everyone to see it.
Yeah.
I need everyone to see it. Like, it bothers me so much that
I think it would
people
be
haven't
really
seen it.
funny. You do not have to do this. I was just thinking about it. I think it would be really funny if your first live stream was watching Flash and making like beaded things. Oh, by the way, I'm making this. It looks like chicken right now. It will not look like chicken, but I'm making another creature.
Aw,
And it's gonna be a little mushroom bunny thing. You'll understand later.
nice.
But the thing I posted about the big booty goat is now over 1,000 likes.
I saw.
I was like, what is happening? I need to make more things with butts.
Well, don't do the frog thing. Remember, you're like
Listen,
the frog.
I want to do the frog. It was like every week I'll make a big booty goat. No, I'm just kidding. But no, that's why I'm making myself do the microfiction. Because I'll do microfiction because that's actually related to writing, and then something else, and then if I happen to crochet, then I will share that.
This comment hurts my heart. Maggie Sue, I'm never gonna recover. Let's Flash Gordon. Your mom. Oh, your mom's Flash Gordon. The 80s movie is superior. Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
But I don't care. Flash Gordon is a lesser deity for chefs and cooks in the Midwest. Now I need to know
hilarious.
More. Oh my gosh. Savior of the universe. Da, 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 da. He saved every one of us. Just for every one of us. Guys, I'm such a good singer. What am I doing with my life? I was sitting there just like, okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. When's my next book coming out? I don't know. What
she
about
just
you,
had
Iona?
2. Hold on. Pump the brakes. She just had 2 come out. And every time I do this, the pedantic side of Jenna's brain goes awry. So I will say, within a year, she published 2 books.
Yes.
But I keep saying, you published 2 books last year. And she's like, no. And I was like, okay. Pause. Within 12 months.
Yes, I published
within less than 12. How many months is it actually? Like within,
I don't know, whatever October to now is. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 8 months, 9 months.
No. Between the two.
October, November, December, January, February,
I made
March.
balloons happen.
6 months.
6 months. Here, I'll do that. Yeah, within 6 months she published 2 books, so we can settle down.
Yeah, Butters. Thank you, Butters. Butters is pooping. Yeah, so I released How to Write Romanticy in October, and I released The Savior's Army in March. And so now I'm working on lots more books for you guys in the future. What about you? When are you going to release your next book?
I really wanted to release the novella in like September, but I don't think that's possible because that's in like several months. I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know. Hopefully at some point, I'm going to say next year. But
June, July, August, that's 4 months. So.
Yeah. No, next year.
Yeah.
You can't do it in 4 months.
I think I told you I borrowed a video as a kid of Flash Gordon, but it was Flash Gordon.
Traumatized and confused is so good.
Amazing. We love to see it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at your trauma, but that is great. That is hysterical. But okay, we're gonna do a sprint. Setting the timer. Butters is outside sniffing and having fun. Here we go. We will be muted. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, folks, how did everyone do? I got myself some dinner. I got Butters some dinner. And I got through 2 more pages. I left off on, I'm on the line, okay, mijita, be safe. Mama loves you and don't pick at your nails. But I want to change Mama loves you to another criticism, and I'm struggling to think of one that I haven't used already. But anywho, what about you?
I am posting right this very second.
Yay! Amazing! 6.5K words in 2 hours is fantastic. That is fantastic. Flash Gordon, yay! We are indoctrinating you.
Excellent.
Enchiladas, yum, yum, yum. 1 paragraph done. Free jump scare, amazing. 639 words, not as good, but that's very good. I think that's great. And I also, there's been some blasphemy in the comments. Please do not confuse Flash Gordon with the Flash, okay? I don't want to hear any more stories about.
Sorry. So I'm posting this, but Suburban Prince always shows up for me, and I'm not mad about it.
Nice.
He's the one who does this stuff. You know, remember him where he's like,
I know exactly who that is.
oh, Suburban Prince. All right, I posted it.
And I gave Butters a bean, and she is enjoying her bean.
I love that.
Maybe she'll have the farts tonight. Will you have the farts? She's so
beans, the musical fruit.
The Flash was never referenced in Rocky Horror. Yes, someone was talking about how like Flash Gordon is about like a high schooler, and I'm just like, stop with this. $2.99, fantastic. Exactly, it is. This is an iconic movie. It's a cultural benchmark, okay? For those who don't know, the thing about this movie was it had a huge budget, and it was expected to be the next Star Wars. Like
That's
wrote it
incredible.
They wrote it with that expectation. This is going to be the next Star Wars, but this is from the 80s, okay? A lot of weird movies came out in the 80s, okay? This one is like, it makes the rest of them look normal. It is just so goofy and silly, and it's very creative. Like, as a child, I loved it unironically. I thought it was great because it's this guy, it's about a football player who ends up in outer space, freeing a planet from an evil outer space alien, okay?
Incredible.
And it has all these different alien lives and beings, and they didn't do like the green or gray head with the big head. They didn't do that. They went really, really creative with it. And so as a child, I loved it. And I do commend them for going creative in that regard, but it's just a stupid movie. It's really stupid. It's really goofy, and it's one of those things. As a kid, I loved it because it was so creative, but as an adult, then you watch it again and you're like, oh my god, this is embarrassing, but it's hilarious. It's like unintentionally hilarious, and it became a cult classic basically because it's just so ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous, I mean, there's a football star who goes to outer space to save. Oh, it came out the same year as the second Star Wars movie. Like, there was only one Star Wars movie when they made Flash Gordon. Yeah, and they were like, we're gonna be in competition with Star Wars. They really thought it was gonna be like that, and it was it was not. It did not.
It reminds me of The Room, not
Yeah.
the one where like he like the
You're tearing me apart.
Yes, that one where he's like has a humongous budget and he's like, I want to be a movie star, and he's like, I'm gonna make this work.
Right, but except this was done by like real Hollywood people.
Yes,
it is camp personified. Yeah, it's It's very campy. It's so fun. It has a lot of iconic lines. It has two women in like a love triangle who are fighting for this man's attention. And when you see this man, he looks
baked. Like he looks like
he's got the orange tan and the bleach blonde hair. He honestly, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, I just mean this stating the facts. He looked gay, and it's like he shouldn't be into either of these women.
It was like homoerotic.
Yeah, he looks
sure.
like he should be into Prince Baron, and Prince Baron is a babe, and he gets whatever girl that Flash Gordon denies, and it's just, and just like the girls are just like, oh, Flash can do no wrong, and I just remember one time the main girl was like, go Flash, go Flash, go, while he's like literally that's her line, go Flash, go Flash, go, while he's fighting another man and trying not to die. And he also, they get a weapon it's like a metal football. There's a weapon that's a metal football, and that's how he's fighting people. He's throwing this metal football, and he's throwing it, and it's like, oh, he's taking them all out because he's a football star. And then he gets hit in the head with the metal football, and that's how he gets taken out. But anyway. And there's a Queen. Yes, Queen wrote the theme song for it. And Queen is one of my favorite bands. And it's a great theme song. That's the best part of the movie. Like the song is iconic. Yes, and it's also very like high-key racist because the arch nemesis is Emperor Ming.
No.
And it's a white guy, but they did him all in like traditional Japanese. Like, here, let me find a picture. I'll put it in Cyborg Central. From Ming the Merciless from planet Mongo. Like Mongo.
No. Like this, like.
Hold on, guys.
Horrifying.
But yes, I have the VH1, but I don't have the. Okay, showed it in Cyborg Central. Look at this man. That's not racist. That's not racist at all. Yeah, exactly. Now go look. You have to look at the picture.
I can't. Just so like that's what I can't. Oh, I was just about to say the arch on those brows is.
I mean, he does a great job, and then there's another character who I don't know if she is Asian, but she's supposed to be like the beautiful exotic alien, and they do her eyes up to look very like that, and she's the exotic one, and she's there like trying to tantalize, Flash Gordon. He's like, "Ooh, I can read your mind,"
and he's like, "No, I like men."
Yeah. That's what he should have been like, because that's what he looks like. But anyone that watched Ted, they like half of the only reason I enjoyed the movie Ted is because like half of the movie and even the sequel I think is all about Flash Gordon.
Amazing.
So yeah. Yes, this is another laugh. Flash, I love you, but we only have 5 minutes to save the world. That's an actual line.
Written in earnest.
Yes. Flash, I love you, but we only have 5 minutes to save the world. And that's what the girl, I want to say, what was her name? She has one of those names that's like, she's a reporter and she's doing an article about Flash. And she has one of those names like Kipper Scott or Betty Boop. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a very punchy. Okay. Cast of Flash Gordon. Dale Arden. I was close. It's that vibe, And then the woman who they try to make look Asian, but I don't think is Asian, is named Princess Aura. Of course. Oh, I want to know. Like Highlander is Game of Thrones compared to this. Yes. I also loved the theme. That's how I got into Queen, is I loved the theme song for Highlander, and it's Princess of the Universe. That was my favorite song when I was 6, and I memorized all the lyrics, and it became my hyper fixation. And my dad was so excited because my dad loves Queen, and so he made me a Queen mixtape when I was 6, and that was my favorite.
That's
band.
amazing.
So just so you guys know, I was the coolest 6-year-old alive. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, Queen wrote the entire score for the movie. Like, that's how big budget this movie was.
Oh, they wrote the entire score? I only know about what do you mean?
Queen would, I mean, you get
what else? I only know the Flash one.
Well, if you watch the movie, you hear the score like
it's
like
great
music.
Just also the instrumentals then. Like,
yes.
Is that what you mean? Oh. Okay.
And it's that's the best part of the movie. Like in earnest, the music is so good.
Oh,
But like that's how much money they spent. They got Queen to do, like come on. Yes,
incredible.
the Hawkmen are the best part. They're aliens who they're men, but they have hawk wings and they fly and they're like, Hawkmen dive. And you just see all these men just like, it's the best part. It is so stupid and it is just so dumb. And the guy is always like, ah, like he's like, ah, like he's just so animated. Like I just need everyone to watch this. We'll plan a watch party.
I'm so excited for that. You can make stuff and I can crochet and we'll watch a movie together.
Yes, I know. And they did remain faithful. And it, like I said, I love this movie. It's just that it was so goofy. It was goofy. Okay. Yes. Okay. So see, I wasn't sure if she was. I knew she was from his planet, but I wasn't sure if she was his daughter. So she's Italian, but they're very Asian coding them.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite Queen song? I mean, I gotta go with nostalgia and go with "Princess of the Universe" because that's the song that first got me addicted to them. I think they talked about it in the first one, and then in the second one, the guy from Flash Gordon is actually in that one, and I think like he gets his dick cut off or something happens. So he gets seriously injured. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna say, is it Timothy Dalton? He was in it too. Like a lot of like big people were in this movie because it was supposed to be a big deal. Yeah, the Highlander had a really good score as well. Interesting. I love that everyone's bringing the knowledge. This is so much fun. But yeah, I just remember my dad would make us watch it when we were kids, and we loved it. I just loved that movie unironically. And then you get older, and you're like, oh,
man.
Well, the thing is about that character, and I'm not just, but that was the point. Is that the whole point of in Tropic Thunder is that he was a white guy doing blackface, but trying to act like, oh no, it's an artistic choice, and like trying to defend it. And in the whole movie, everyone's going, you are wearing blackface. So it was like self-aware, I guess. But
there's like that's like reminds me of Scarlett Johansson, where she was playing an Asian character in some movie.
But the difference is that
hers was not aware.
Yeah, she was justifying it, and whereas this, it was supposed to be the point. The joke was that he's doing blackface, and he thinks it's okay, but everyone in the movie is like, "What are you doing, idiot?" Yeah. What do you mean, you people? But anywho, that's just. I only say that because I'm not sure if people have seen the movie. But yeah, the mean character is definitely like Asian face,
yellow facing.
Yeah. Also, I think in Tropic Thunder, I think he got in the movie he claimed to have gone surgically black-faced, and there was a black actor in the movie with him, and the guy was method acting, so he was like pretending that he's had this life and all these experiences, and the guy was like, you are from Australia,
I love that.
You have blue eyes and blonde hair. Anyway, I need to rewatch that shit. That show also tackles able-bodied characters playing disabled characters. And so what's his name? The guy from Zoolander. Ben Stiller. Yes, he plays like mentally disabled character, and he expects to get an award for it, but instead he gets ostracized because they're like, this is highly inappropriate. So they cover a lot of the inappropriate things.
I love that.
Really? I totally missed that. Al Pacino? Yes, you went full R word. You never go full R word. It's such a like fucked up movie. Oh look, I loved the new short fiction, Iona.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me overcome my fears. Once it's posted, I'm fine. It's the dread ahead of time that keeps me.
Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the comments. I need to stop. Okay, guys, send in
You're
your
fine.
questions. We don't need to keep talking. You guys are just itching my brain with the flashcard and stuff.
That's so funny.
I didn't say the actual black. I said the actual black actor. Wait,
There was one time where someone said,
is that not okay? I mean, like the one who didn't have blackface, the one who was born.
No, that one singular actual black actor. But no, one time I was around somebody and they were like, yeah, and that's why, and they said blacks, and I was like,
Oh
don't
no,
say that again. And they did not mean like, but I was like, never say that again.
Maybe did they mean like, oh, these are my like?
No, they were saying like, oh,
organize my
like
wardrobe,
here's
black and white,
oppressive
and
forces against black people.
Oh
They were
no.
even talking like about like recognizable injustices, but they said blacks, and I was like, whoa. Pause. No. Say what you said again. But
At first, I was like, "What are?" I didn't. The comments have been behind, so I was like, "What did we say with a hard S?" And I realized the comments have caught up. Okay, I don't know if I could describe what Substack is, but it is all over the place. I think it's a place. I think it's kind of like Medium, where you can share articles and stories and stuff, and you can like get people to download stuff.
It's almost like it's almost like a more involved newsletter or kind of like a blog, but it's something that you can subscribe to just for that person. That's how I think about it. But you can also make materials. It's like a Dropbox that you can visit.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool, but I'm a little overwhelmed by it.
Same. That's why I don't know much. I'm like, I've got enough shit. You guys are gonna be with me while I do my issue.
Oh, that's fine. That's how I felt about there's this guy named Khalil Green. He's so cool, and he educates about so many things about like Black history and what'd you say?
Is that the Reading Rainbow guy?
No, that's Michael Threets. I like him too. But no, Khalil Green is the one that's like he's the one who educated about who actually came up with the word yeet, and like he just does a lot of Black history.
I thought that was that girl in the Vine.
Yeah, it's a girl, but he teaches about stuff. I'll show you. I know you've seen him before.
Yeah, I'll probably recognize him.
Yeah, as soon as you see his face. Hold on. Khalil Green. He says exposing historical injustice. He's in Boston. He looks like this. He looks like this, and oh my gosh, it panned away.
But, yeah, I was gonna say he's a tower.
No. This
oh guy. No, I don't recognize him.
Oh, you definitely do. You definitely do. Because I've not that you have to see everything I send you, but I've sent you his shit before. It doesn't matter. But anyway, he does a really good, but I subscribed to his Substack and it was too much of a learning curve for me and I had to leave. I was like, I support you so much. I'm so sorry. Like I didn't even talk to him, but I'm just like, but Substack is really cool because he did a lot with it.
Cool.
It's kind of like if you go into a new Discord and there are 5 million channels and you're like, I don't know. I don't know.
Discords have 1 million channels. I'm just like, why are we doing this to ourselves?
I don't know. And so then I just like cannot handle it.
Does anyone want a reading? An oracle?
Yes, please. Reading? Yes, please. Can you do
Okay, you want one? Okay, think about what your question is.
I don't even know what my question is.
Okay, so do you just want a general reading?
Yeah.
Okay. I do it before and after just in case. Okay. Give Iona a reading. What does Iona need to know? Does everyone want to see my cards? They're Pegasuses.
I love it.
There's one card that I keep getting over and over again, and it's like, I get it. It's refuge. I need to take care of myself and focus inward. I know! I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Oops, I dropped a stitch.
Growth.
Okay.
Things that have been incubating beneath the surface are going to be coming to fruition. Get clear on your goals and dreams because rapid growth is ahead. Be ready. For these projects to come to fruition, you must first be starkly honest about what you want. Ask yourself, is this what I really want? Believe in miracles. Also, in the time ahead, you might discover a spiritual guru or step into a new spiritual path. You might find that you are providing expansive spiritual growth for others simply by being who you are. Make sure that your foundations are in place because once this growth begins, you will be in for a journey of a lifetime.
I feel like, hold on.
Beneath the surface of your life, miraculous changes are occurring. Something that you thought was ordinary is in fact remarkable. You are in a time of rapid spiritual and material growth. Get ready and hang on for the ride. I think that means because I have gotten that card for myself before, so it's possible. Maybe it only reads me, but that was my first thought, is that.
Okay, well, I was thinking that too. And it also said like a couple things because I'm like, maybe that. Also, maybe I'll finally, like, the job will change enough that I can have room to write and breathe. So, yep, see? Yep, Casey knows. And anyone who comes to the Wednesday streams, yeah.
It was a gift from someone. It's called the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. It's not
so pretty.
It's not tarot, it's just an oracle deck. So I don't have, pentacles of 9.
Do you want me to get my oracle deck and I can do you?
Sure.
Okay.
We don't know. This deck might only read me, but it's read Cliff before, so
I think you're. I think we, even though we're not going through the same things at all. I'm not trying to say that. We definitely have like a lot of similar goals and ambitions, and we are on similar life paths, with certain things. So I could see that being the case. Hold on, let me go get my. They're just right over on this shelf over.
Okay, Jay, I'm gonna do you.
Okay.
Oh, this one flew right out.
Well, these are literally dusty because I haven't used them in so long. That is sad. And
Magic.
Oh, what did you get?
Magic. This is for Jay.
Magic. They are
magic is all around you. The veil between the worlds is thin right now. Fairies, elves, angels, and spirit beings are just a thought away. It is indeed a magical universe, and the key to opening the doors to the realms is to trust. All may not be as it seems. By the protective light of the moon, the magic of the universe surrounds you, even though it is dark. The light of the moon shows you the way, reminding you to trust what you feel. You are safe. Even if you can't see, have faith that you are being supported in mysterious and wondrous ways by unseen beings in accordance with your highest good. Believe in magic. You are being given powerful mystical messages from spirit. Take time to listen. Allow the luminescent, receptive energy of the moon to activate your creativity. You receive mystical messages, and you are a spiritual messenger for others.
That's amazing.
So have you been seeing ghosts? That's what I want to know.
Have you been seeing
Are we doing magic? I love that.
So I have one. I don't know if I've ever done these with you before, but they're really pretty, and they're all these are hand drawn. But there's dirt gems, and then there's also Urban Crow, which is like my
Ooh.
favorite one. That's the
Then-
Crow one that I got. That's the one.
Yeah, with CPS.
Yes. Where it's like you're fighting yourself, girl.
Yeah.
You
And she
are
still is, because I'm blocked now.
Oh my god. That's
And
so
I had
funny.
forgotten she was alive.
So do you want to do the
Sure.
Crow one then?
Sure.
Okay. Do you have a particular question or just whatever?
Well, I guess career, but
Career?
whatever.
Okay.
Puppies,
I just need to know about
do you want a
career.
card? Do you want a card? Yeah.
Ooh, you got observation. Also, this woman is an incredible artist. This was done a bajillion years before AI, even though it kind of looks like that like swoopy painty look of AI, but it's not.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah, mine were before AI as well, and I'm always afraid people are gonna be like, it's AI. It's like, well, it was before AI.
Yeah.
I got these like 7 years ago. Maybe not 7, but like 6.
Why can't I find this? Okay, observation. Okay,
Yeah, 2021.
The crow watches the spider, intrigued by how it catches its meals. The crow could simply pluck that spider right up, but instead it decides to learn a little first. Observation asks that you hold back from reacting and take some time to analyze the situation. There may be something of value that will only reveal itself if given the time. This card may also indicate that you would be better served by being a spectator and staying out of a situation. You will learn more from listening than talking.
Okay. That kind of relates because that's kind of where I'm at, and I've been getting a lot of stuff about like don't make hasty decisions right now.
Sure.
Trust in your intuition and
things
will
no, that's
happen in
true.
time.
Yeah. And I don't think you're a hasty person, so I don't think that's like like as if you have a bad habit. It's more like lean into your nature.
But there's been this. Here, I'll tell you privately.
Okay. I love how I pulled one for me and I got wrath. My God. Look at this card too. That's horrifying.
Right. Okay.
Yep, that makes sense. I get that then.
Yeah. Okay. Soulfire would like a card.
Fair. Okay.
We can go. We'll switch off.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Soulfire, here's your card.
Also, that's like I'm on the fucking ceiling today is absolutely a vibe. An unfortunate vibe. Also, I'm gonna grab.
You guys know my cards are like pretty positive. Like even if it's bad news, they'll say it in a nice way. Okay, you got Flow. Are you on your period? No,
that's pretty. That's really pretty.
When life presents you a meandering path rather than a straight shot to a goal, you can feel frustrated. You might bemoan the fact that the path seems aimless and roundabout and that you can't see what's ahead. On the other hand, you can just enjoy the voyage. If life right now seems to have some sinuous curves, bends, loops, and turns, don't despair. All is as it should be. This card is suggesting that you relinquish control to the path forward and just see where it takes you. You don't have to have all the answers to succeed. You don't need to know what tomorrow holds to have an astounding future. Simply sit back and enjoy the ride. You'll get to exactly where you need to be for your highest good.
Very cool.
Now I want to know if any of this.
Reigns true.
Yeah.
Or not reigns. Rings true. Wait. Rings true.
Yeah. I am low-key psychic sometimes. There you go. That's cool.
You are. You're a very magical person in general.
Okay, Becky wants to go next, so you
Okay.
go.
I'm gonna do the crow ones. Because I left the dirt gem thing. All right. What does Becky need to know? You got warning. These are so fucking ominous.
Yours is the meme deck and mine is mine's
I
like
need
the
to get
happy
the dirt gems book is over. I'm gonna switch to dirt gems. Okay, so warning. Here we go.
Fairy.
No, this is just like Hadil, where
Yeah.
it's like, stop fucking lying. And I was like, calm down, girl. We don't have to say it like that. Okay. This card was created during the height of the smoke from the Eastern Washington wildfires, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Crows have scouts that sit high up over all the action to serve as a lookout. It is their job to spot the signs and warn others of danger. Warning indicates that the signs are around you, that a storm is approaching, and your attention is needed to ensure you have a time to react. Well, that's unfortunate, but also good to know. Yes. Also, Becky, I don't worry about Becky with this because Becky has a good gut. So yes. I feel like that's more so like, I'm imagining whatever you're noticing, whether it's like someone who skeeves you out or if someone being annoying or if someone's like kind of giving you the ick, you can be like, no, listen to yourself.
Right.
You know.
Okay. I would also love a reading.
The crows have warned me. Is
that what it said? The crows have eyes.
The crows have eyes. The one that said the one that got me that I got was wrath, and I looked at it and it doesn't really make any sense. It's like telling me not to be vengeful and not to pursue like, and I'm like, I don't feel like that. So I don't know what that's fucking about. Just watch Jonas be like, remember that one time when oh yeah, I can't promise that. I'm just kidding. There was a whole, oh my god, every day. Yeah.
It's that about the first name that came to my mind.
Oh, I every fucking day.
Okay, this one's just sticking out. Oh, I used to get this one all the time. Acceptance.
Oh, Starry Night.
41. Let's see. You know that you have a place on the planet that is unique and remarkable. Allow blessings of the Creator to cascade into your being. You are so very worthy of this grace and so much more. Embrace all parts of yourself, accept your majesty. There are times when it may be challenging to fully accept yourself just as you are. Yet when you don't honor all parts of yourself, you are denying yourself a full experience of life. There are no wrong experiences. Each one allows you to grow as a spiritual being. Some people say that they can never accept the dark deeds that have been done on the planet. There is no need to do so. Some things are just wrong. However, in order to bring more light into the world, you must first accept yourself in all your permeations. What you deny in yourself runs your life. The more you accept yourself, the more fulfilling and life force energy you will have. Embrace your inner majesty. All right, TM Sparrow, embrace your inner majesty.
I love that.
That's Queen TM Sparrow now. Okay, it's time for Mega Raywin.
All right, so I'm going with crows because I don't feel like standing up and getting the booklet for the dirt gems. All right, let's see what you get. You got growth, which is the crow version of what I got from Jenna. Growth. Okay, so this one says, okay. In our neighborhood, the crows become more vocal and aggressive when it's time for young ones to learn how to fly. This is a pivotal moment in the young bird's life, and once this lesson has been mastered, the world becomes so much greater. You too may be at a crucial moment yourself, and the lesson may be difficult at first, but once understood, you will also find a new world will open. So it sounds like you're about to take flight here. A little bumpy, but it's going to go okay.
Flap!
Flap!
Hawkman! Go! You're a Hawkman. I can't do yes or no questions. I've asked that before too. And then I just get something that I just get refuge. And it just basically refuge tells me to relax. So I'll ask a yes or no question and then the cards
I can usually do that
Jenna.
with the dowsing rods, but I don't know if they'd actually work. But That's more of a dowsing rod thing.
Yeah.
Rod thing, not road.
I know exactly who it's talking about for me. Just got into a new relationship and he's so chill. See, that's what Cliff is very chill. And I'm like, so it's like what I need.
That's
May
awesome.
I have time? Yeah. Okay, last one, guys. I don't think I need to knock this many times, but it's the OCD.
It's good to do.
It's the OCD. Okay, Kit Fantasia. Okay. Oh, Jesus, this one just fell.
I love the profile picture too.
And it's funny because this is the card I got. It just like fell out. Chaos.
Storm Spirit. Chaos. Oh, that's so
It literally just fell out. That's fair. It's in Flash's hands. Okay, let's see. This card acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for healing in your life. Spiritual chaos allows for the dissolution of outmoded beliefs, so expansive, energetic life force energy can fill your life. If you are experiencing upheaval right now, know that the underlying energy is restorative. Embrace it rather than deny or suppress. You are being healed on all levels. Of course, take time to find the calm in the storm, but also understand that the chaos can be beneficial in many ways. It can activate your creative life force. Alternatively, if your life is too calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create some chaos in your life. Try doing things differently. Step out of old routines, and if you are always early, be late. Beneath the surface, profound shifts and transformations are occurring. Although many assume that nothing good comes from a massive storm, every part of nature has value. For example, downed trees provide habitats for many kinds of animals, and lightning helps fertilize the soil. There is enough. Okay, this is all about storms. You guys don't need that. So there you go.
I love that stuff. Remember whenever I sent you that thing where it's like, what kind of cloud is this? I was like, cumulonimbus. Or like, what is this? And it's like, I'm like, that's a cumulonimbus cloud. And they were like, okay, if you said cloud, you're not, this was all a joke, by the way. This is not how you die. They're like, you're probably not autistic. If you said a rain cloud, you're probably maybe autistic. And if you said cumulonimbus cloud, I'm like, yes. And they're like, you're definitely autistic. So it's like, I was like, oh, I didn't know that the electrical shocks could like fertilize soil. Like, what do you mean? Now I'm gonna look that up.
Everyone look at this little lady. No, don't leave. I wanted everyone to see you.
Ah, look at her little puff butt. It looks so cute.
Come on, puppies. Come back.
I love how long her hair has gotten.
I know. When we got her, we didn't know she'd be a long-haired pooch. But she is. She's a floofer. There she is. Come on. Come on.
So cute.
You're welcome. Happy to shed some light from the sacred forest.
I love it.
I don't know. Are they?
I don't know. I don't think I've actually seen The Simpsons, as crazy as that is. What clouds are in The Simpsons?
The Simpsons. Oh, no. I just remember the song I had stuck in my head earlier today, and
They're fair weather cumulus clouds.
I was so glad to get it out of my head, and now it's just... You're like a donut, just one taste, and I'll stay glazing you. I bing my bong, you thing so long, you ding my dong out. I'm so long and dinging strong and hanging dong. You bing my bong, you schling my schlong. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's yes, but I like cannot believe that you knew all the words. Like
I don't know all the words.
Oh, you just made that up on the fly? I am so impressed with you right now.
He just rhymes long to a, and at one point he goes, "You ding my dong." I know he says that, and he goes, "Girl, I'm so long." I know those two lines. That's it. And I know the beginning, which is, "You're like a donut, just one taste, and I'll stay glazing you." And then he just like, "Oh, sing so song and bing my bong and ling my long and schling and schlong and ding and." I don't know what he's saying. I just do that, you know. And it was stuck in my head all morning, and then I had Flash stuck in my head, and now it's back. And it's so funny because he looks like this guy who had a crush on me in college. Like, it's that same vibe. And that guy totally would have written a song like this if we had like Instagram and shit like that when I was in college. Well, I guess we kind of did toward the end of college. besides the point. I wasn't friends with him at that point. But the guy reminds me so much of this man. This is the guy who stalked Cliff and like followed him when Cliff and I started dating. And
Yes.
he's just like that. And like all of his music videos, it's the same clip of the song, and it's just him humping everything. And it's just like, what are you trying to accomplish?
Pulling a
buddy?
JoJo CY, see.
He's just like the most recent one I saw, which was why I was stuck in my head, is it was a keyboard. He was humping a keyboard. And I'm just
okay.
Is this necessary?
We all have fetishes, don't yuck his yum.
Well, someone else also mentioned in the comments, like, I have only ever heard this part of the song. Do you not have any other part of the song? Is this the only part of the song?
That's so funny.
Thank you. Thomas is trying to help me out. Thank you very much. But we should probably wrap things up here. Iona, where can everyone find you?
So you can find me at Creepy Corn Folklore, whether it's the website or Instagram or anywhere, really. And then I forgot to mention Creepy Corn Folklore on Twitch. We do Writer Wednesdays or like Productivity Wednesdays. And we just hang out. And last week was the biggest one I've ever had, actually, I think.
Nice.
So I thought that was cool.
That's awesome.
And then I think that's it. Oh, you can buy my book Ashes on Amazon. So Ashes by Iona Wayland if you're into dark fantasy. All right.
I've been putting off Twitch forever just because my mental health is so bad. And I'm like, I'm going to do it this week. But every week something comes up and it's like, I don't want to do it. But
like this week is Cliff surgery. So
yeah,
it's like,
but
well, maybe not now.
I was also thinking I'm going to be sitting in the waiting room forever. And I was like, I could just go outside and, do writing sprints with people.
Yeah, whatever
Twitch.
you need.
But I don't know. We'll see. It's also because like I'm afraid I'm going to fuck it up. And I kind of want to do it while you're around, so I could be like, am I doing this right?
Yes.
But yeah, so that's a bunch of shit. But okay, as for Rashawn Turner, I don't know. We don't know enough about your story to tell you whether to scrap the subplot or not. It's up to you. What do you like it? Do you think it benefits the story or not? So yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, please go ahead and like the stream. Let me see what's going on next week. Yeah, I should be back for another stream next week. And I have a video coming out on Wednesday, so definitely check it out. It's an interview.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I am not going to be here next week.
Oh, no!
Because I'm going to be at the beach.
The beach? Ooh, oh, you don't like the beach. I was like all jealous for a second. I love the beach.
With my in-laws.
Oh, okay. Well, that just ruins it.
And I'm afraid that Abo's gonna die all the time. So I'm like gonna deck her out in floaties.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anywho, guys, like this stream, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell. Thank you guys. Yes, we're just hoping it's not a major surgery, but it is part of the spine, so it is kind of but it's an outpatient surgery, but we're just hoping that he doesn't have any shocks afterwards. So
yeah.
And buy my books. They're linked in the description. Please go buy them. 3 of them are available in Kindle Unlimited, so you don't even have to buy them. And
awesome.
And if you can't afford to buy them, check them out at the library. It helps me out. Build a sandcastle with a moat to keep the in-laws away. But anywho, follow me on Instagram, please. That's where I post most of my stuff. So a lot of people will have no idea about things that are coming up. And I'm like, well, that's because I set it on Instagram. So yeah, go follow me there. And Iona won't be back next week, but I will most likely be back next week, unless Cliff is doing badly. So if I'm not back, it's a bad sign, guys. But anywho, guys, I'll see you guys later.
Or you're tired.
Hopefully. Yeah, but hopefully, well, you know what? I'll be back, so it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.